is my review for this album. With the Beatles! Alright, this is With the Beatles review. Show you the back. It's a great album. Love it. It's at number 6 or 7 on my list, so it's great. Great album. Number 14, we're gonna throw Hold Me Tight there. Gonna put that there. Paul's vocals are not the best. They're off tune a lot. Originally intended for their first album, Please Please Me, just never came to be. They recorded it in that 12-hour session. I would have liked to hear what it sounded like when they did it at that session. But it was put on this album. It's a great song. Number 13 is gonna be Devil in Her Heart. Great, that drum start from Ringo. Well, I love my favorite Beatles, Ringo. So it's just great lead guitar playing by George. Great lead vocals. It's a great album. It's just great album, great song. It's just not, I gotta put it somewhere. Number 12. Number 12 is gonna be Money. Yeah, number 12 is gonna be Money. Of course, great piano playing by George Martin. Great vocals, great vocals from John. Of course, those back vocals from Johnny George, Paul and George. Did that in the last one. But yeah, that's gonna be number 12. Yeah, 12. Number 11 is gonna be Little Child. Of course, great harmonica start off from John. Great dual vocals from Paul and John and Paul. I don't have too much to say about that one. What are we at? 10. Number 11. Number 11 is gonna be Roll Over Beethoven. George's guitar in that is just amazing. It's just rocking. Ringo's drums, especially on the live version. On the live version of that song, on the one verse, they go really quiet. And they go, get the girls going and stuff like that, which is really cool. I like that with this song. Next is gonna be I think Don't Bother Me is gonna be next. I actually love that song recently. I always play that little, I always air guitar that little intro, and that. I like that little intro. It's nice, and I love the song itself. Whatever we're at next, I think number 9 is gonna be I think Till There Was You. It's a slower song, especially coming in from Little Child, especially coming in from those 4 or 5 great openers, It won't be long, All I've Got to Do, All My Loving, Don't Bother Me, and Little Child. All I've Got to Do is also slow, but it's just that drums by Ringo, that it's sort of like that In My Life beat, But Till There Was You is a great song. Great lead vocals by Paul, and of course that lead guitar solo by George. I personally like it better when George plays when they play it live. I personally like it when George uses the electric guitar for the solo. I think it gives a little more like flavor, sort of. It's just cool. Whatever number we're at now, I think it's gonna be You've Really Got a Hold on Me. It's my mom's favorite, probably cover by the Beatles, because she loves the Smokey Robinson version. And of course, this is the first really song ever that John and George sing do a dual vocal, which is amazing, because John is George is more harmony vocals, sort of like, because he's quieter in the mix, and then John is the more powerful one. But it's still a great combination of their two voices together. They do it that way. They do John and George singing in the Let It Be sessions, of course, it wasn't. It was just, a little cover. They screwed up the words a ton of times and all that. But, of course, great to hear them play their older songs. I think next is going to be All I've Got to Do. I love the song. I love that little boom, boom at the beginning. That's just phenomenal. Of course, like I said, I mentioned earlier, those Ringo drums. Great lead vocals from John. Harmony vocals from Paul. It's a great. I love that one part where it picks up a little bit. That's really a good part of the song. I think next is gonna be. Wait, what did I just do? I've got to do. Please, Mr. Postman is next. Yeah, we're gonna put Please, Mr. Postman there. There's not really great. There's not too many heavy instrumentation in here. Of course, again, great backing vocals from Paul and George. Great lead vocals from John. It's a pretty basic track, though. Nothing really much to say about that. I think next on my list is going to be I Want to Be Your Man. Ringo, my boy Ringo. It's a great song. The little guitar intro. Meow, meow, those two notes. Originally written for the Rolling Stones by Lennon McCartney. They gave it to Ringo to sing on with the Beatles. Such a great album. Great song. Yeah. So, next is gonna be, I think, Oh My Loving. Oh My Loving. It's a great song. Love that guitar triplets by John. They're pretty hard to do if you're really trying to get a good, great lead guitar solo by, George. Paul's bass is just rocking. His vocals, obviously. Ringo's drums, In this song, this is really the first Beatles song that, everybody's playing their own specific part. Paul's got that rock and bass line. Ringo's got that. John's got that triplet. George's got that great guitar solo. It just got a bunch of everything in there for you. I think next is going to be... What are we down to? This is terrible, when you're, trying to wing this and then you forget what you got left. My number 2 spot is going to be, Not a Second Time. Yeah. I love the little by Ringo, and of course the lead vocals by John are great. That little intro. You make me cry. That little part. And then that first little part, verse or whatever, is a great part of the song. And then I think this is number 1. If I forgot one, let me know. And I'll just comment if I, forgot one song or whatever. Number 1 is It Won't Be Long. It's a great opening track. What else can I say about this? I can say more, obviously, I am. But, it just comes in. It's like a great. It's one of the. I think, if not the best, one of the best Beatle openers of all time. Another one being I Saw Her Standing There. Of course, Help, Come Together. A bunch of great album openers, but that's for another video. Probably won't do it. But whatever. It's a great song. There's nothing bad to say about It Won't Be Long. And I love the different, they use 2 different belongs. It's 2 words, they use it 2 words. It won't be long, yeah. And then there's one that goes, when I belong. It's belong and then belong, 2 words and 1 word, which is really cool. But other than that, that really concludes this review. I hope y'all enjoyed the With the Beatles album review.